Hey guys, Romansliders here, and welcome to a new episode of Playtime. This time I'm playing Battletoads, released for the NES in 1991, developed by Rare. Okay, here we go. There is the title screen, and we're just going to head straight into the main game. And this is a brief little cutscene to show you what's been happening in the game so far, although the majority of the backstory is in the original instructions manual. And you can see that that brief cutscene looked incredibly detailed for an NES, and this is in fact one of the most detailed NES games released for the entire console. This was released originally in June 1991, and so the Super Nintendo had just been released, and people were busy playing that and Super Mario World. So this game was very much a response to show that the NES still has some life in it, and it would continue for some time. The final game for the NES being in 1993, and that was Wario's Woods. But this game definitely showed that the NES still had life in it. Now, if you're looking at this game and thinking, this looks familiar, you'd be right, because this game does bear a quite striking resemblance to another cartoon series featuring amphibians, and that was because Rare wanted to create a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style of game, and so hence we get this Battletoads, which was never going to be as successful as the originals, because many people just thought it was a sort of a shameless cash-in. But I think to say that of Battletoads would be doing the game a disservice, because it is very, very difficult. In fact, it might be one of the most, if not the most difficult game ever released on the NES, and believe me, the 8-bit and 16-bit eras had a ton of difficult games. And you can see I just lost a life there, so I'm back into it here. The main premise of this game is not entirely original. Essentially, you have to save Princess Angelica from the Dark Queen and rescue one of your fellow toads in Pimple. And this is quite a unique setting. This is sort of a... You're seeing playing the game here from the boss's perspective, which is quite interesting. So the aim here is just to throw those rocks back at the screen, and there you go. I've just taken that one out, and that is the end of the first level. And we just jump down the pit. You see, this is a really, really good style graphics for the NES. It's very impressive, and showed that the console had by that stage come a long way. And this is one of the things I really like about Battletoads, that it mixes and matches different gameplay genres. It's not just a bog standard platformer or a beat 'em up. You know, you do get these vertical scaling levels, and and later on you get sort of vehicle levels, sort of speeder bike Star Wars style chases. So it helps to keep everything fresh, I think. And main thing here with these guys is just keep hitting the attack button so they don't. There you go, like that. And one of the things I also is quite interesting, and also puts a humorous stamp on the game, is that when you go in for the final attack, you get the toads either hand or feet become gigantic, and it sort of gives it that nice comedic feel. So Battletoads, this spawned 4 other games in the series. There are 5 games in total, and you also had a remake of this game. Well, not a remake, sort of a re-release for the Game Boy, and also you had a crossover game with Double Dragon and Battletoads, which was more of a standard beat-em-up, and there was also Battletoads and Battlemaniacs for the Super Nintendo, as well as an arcade game of Battletoads released in 1995. But apart from that, we've never seen the Battletoads in any other any other release, or at least for consoles, it's very much this game was a product of the 8-bit and 16-bit eras, and I get to use to continue, so I'm able to get straight back into it, which is very handy, I must say. So, I would really like to see a new Battletoads game. It would be great to see what this game would look like in HD. Perhaps the same way that's been done recently with Double Dragon Neon for the Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. I'd very much like to see a reinvention of this game. And that's not. There was also in 1992 there was a sort of a TV animated special, a half-hour special that was served as a prequel to the games, where it tells us that the Battletoads were in fact formerly human and were transported to this Ragnarok, where they were turned permanently into toads. Unfortunately, it was only aired once on Thanksgiving in 1992, and a series was never commissioned, unfortunately. And I've lost another life, but hopefully you can take out this robot and try not to get electrocuted, because you see, I've already lost another life, so we're gonna have to continue and go back into this level. That's what I was saying earlier about this game being horrendously difficult. I mean, I must say the game is legendary. It is very, very difficult. So much so, in fact, that when this game was released in Japan, the game was deliberately toned down to make it easier, which is, I can think about the only time where that's ever happened. Normally it's the case where games are released into America from Japan and then toned down. I think perhaps the biggest example of that would be the Super Mario Bros. 2, which we now know as Lost Levels. That game was not brought into the country, and instead we got a new version of Super Mario Bros. 2, which is known in Japan as Super Mario Bros. USA. So if this game was too difficult for the Japanese, then it just tells you that this was a very, very tricky game. Now I've got to be careful here and try to get this. Yeah, got him. As we continue to make our descent. Interestingly enough, with one of the writers on the TV animated special was David Wise, who was one of the key writers on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series that ran in the late 80s and into the 90s. And another bit of trivia, that the composer on this game was also called David Wise. Not the same person, but bit of trivia for you there. Okay, we've taken out that guy, so we're going to continue downwards. Oh, can we get any more flies? If we get some more flies, then we get an extra square of health back. And we take out the crows. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, alright, I've got to be careful and avoid those. More crows. This level does go on for a bit, but eventually we do get down to the bottom. Okay, it's good I've got a melee weapon here. Makes things a little bit easier. Not much, but a little bit easier. Alright. Oh, careful. Oh, don't slam me against the wall. Oh man, I'm gonna die here. Gotta be careful. And there we go. Got him. I really need more health at this point. I'm running very low. Oh good, flies, can I? Oh no, the fly. Oh no, I got one back. Not much, but it's a start. Oh, another robot, so I've got to make sure I avoid those electrical pulses. You take. Oh no, I'm back. Good. They take a lot of damage, these robots. Very resilient. Alright, can we see what's happening next? Okay. Alright, we got up. Yep, continuing onwards. Can we go further down? I'd really like to get to the next area. Come on. Gotta make sure we get these guys. Oh, I wish they weren't all so close next to each other, but we're just gonna have to make do. Come on. There we go. One more left. Come on, come on. We're gonna get you. No, come on. Gotcha. More crows. Good. Keep making our way down. Oh dear, this level is going on for a long time, and so much so that I lost a life, and I've got to be careful about doing that. If you're not careful, then you will lose all your health. And anyway, that is the end of that level, finally. Alright. Let's see. Turbo Tunnel, level 3. Alright. What these appear to be kangaroos, I guess? I'm guessing. Okay. This game's pretty wacky, but I like wacky games. You remember those. And Battletoads is certainly a... I wouldn't say it's a long forgotten classic, but it's definitely needs more love. Oh, hold on. Alright. Keep. Yeah. Punch. Oh, that's not very fair. He hits me once and I get knocked back. Oh dear. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's see what... Okay, well guys, I think that wraps everything up here. This has been Battletoads for the NES, and this has been Playtime, so I will catch you guys soon. So until then, peace out guys.